Hello there, my name is Michael Moody, and I'll start this off with a question. Have you ever heard of fibular hemimelia? If not, it's a disease that affects you when you're born. It's a birth effect. It essentially means that some, most, or all of your fibia bone, a bone in your leg, is not there when you're born. It's missing. It's gone and not present. I was born with this disease, and it affected me for my entire life up to this day. It's affecting me. It's a 1 in 40,000 case. 1 in 40,000 birds have this disease, is that probability. So it's a very rare thing. I might be the only person with it you ever meet. I was born without a heel, actually. It deformed my foot into this really cool hooked shape that only had one toe. There was only one form, one toe, one mass, but it had two toenails on it, and it had like a little toe bone sticking out that could wiggle, but it was attached. Because this, my brothers called it a counting foot, which I thought was hilarious. And after a couple months of me growing, after my first few months of life, they took x-rays, and I had developed cartilage and a bone where my heel would be. So out of nothing I grew a heel, and that is a medical miracle that I am very proud of being. Growing up with fibular hemimelia, I had a really wicked cool prosthetic, that kind of opened up like a Darth Vader mask, and I slipped my foot in and placed it in, and then it closed on top and velcroed shut. It was really cool. I loved it, and I designed it with Harry Potter, so obviously it was the best. It was difficult growing up with it, though, because I naturally, without the prosthetic, walked with a limp, and that started to grind in on my hip bones, and it started to do some permanent damage to my spine. And after finding that out in my early teen years, I saw an x-ray of my spine being groovy and going side to side. I decided, okay, that's not good, and my parents have been holding off that decision since I was born. They finally presented it to me and said, do you want to cut your leg off? And for the longest time I had said no. After seeing the damage that was being dealt to me because of this, I finally decided, yes, we'll take it off. And so it was December 9th, 2015. It was early into my freshman year of high school. It was a Wednesday, actually, now that I think about it, which is really weird to think about. We dropped my brothers off at school, and we went over to the hospital, where after we got there, I'm like, wait, where are we? And my parents are like, we're at the hospital, it's your surgery. I was like, oh right, jeez. It was funny on my part. You'd have to have been there. It was really funny. And then I went in, and I got admitted. They put me under, and I woke up that day without a leg. It was emotional. It was hard. The recovery process took 6 months instead of 3, but once I recovered and once I was walking again, I was walking, running, biking, I can swim, I'm running, jogging, jumping, the whole thing. It was great, and I'm content with it. I'm happy with my decision. That's the message I'll leave off to you guys. Be happy with your decisions. It's going to make things easier in the long run. See ya.